Hey, morning Valentine. Morning. Let's see what. Ooh. A rainy morning. Great. I'll see you after work. So in the span of just a few minutes and a few miles, we have gone from rainy to just mildly moist and damp in the air. It's Friday. We are just heading to work for the end of the work week and the big push for end of fiscal year. Part of me thinks that the most valuable skill I learned at college was walking in a city. It's about a nice 2-block walk from the parking garage to work every day. So it's just a nice way to start the day and close it out. So if you have a chance to get a few steps in before work, go for it. Best thing about Fridays in the office. No one is here. So a little impromptu, but at work and on break. So why not add to video footage right now? So like I've said in my earlier videos, I've always had a struggle with my weight. I don't have an eating disorder. I've always just been a kind of a boredom eater, and because I like it. I've always been active, and the weight became more of a problem as I got older with more freedoms, because that means I can start driving myself places. I can start affording more stuff. So, especially at college, man, the freshman 15 came like freshman 20 or so, you know. And just as I got older, the weight just kind of added on, until about 2015 or so, I want to say, where I started to lose weight. I started doing strength training, started doing a lot of 5Ks, fun runs, things like that, and was doing really well. Lost a lot of weight, and then I had a accident while snowboarding. It wasn't even a cool story. I didn't like fall off a cliff or anything like that, or I was at the base of the hill and a guy needed directions. I had my map, so I pulled my map out, had one foot in my snowboard, so I scooted over to him, and as soon as I started doing that, there was this massive pop that I felt in my leg, and I just collapsed in pain, and I couldn't walk. So I ended up tearing my ACL, which put a lot of things on hold, and it made me very, very careful about hard lateral movement, because I could feel my leg just kind of collapsing on itself as I was walking. And I thought initially maybe just pulled something like that. So I went to a anime convention that weekend, had a great time, but my leg was kind of limping. I was trying to get off of it as much as I could. But no, torn ligament. I do have a brace for it. It's a really good brace, so I can still go snowboarding. It's a little snug right now, so I have to lose a little bit more weight to fit me properly, and then hopefully as I lose weight, I'll be able to get it resized smaller. Next big thing that happened was work. I was at the same job for over 10 years, and it was rough. It was customer service. I was working as an executive response representative for an international company. I'd gotten a promotion, which I was really happy about, but when 2020 hit, that job was eliminated and I had to go back to my old position, which put me into this massive depressive spiral because I was not enjoying this job. My heart would race before going to work. I just didn't care, and I was starting to drink heavily, eat a lot and drink heavily, like a 6-pack a day kind of thing, which also doesn't help with weight, much less your liver. Thankfully that's okay. So into 2021, I get a new job, and 2022 just becomes kind of like this rebirth kind of year. I'm feeling happier, I'm walking more, I'm not eating my feelings or drinking my feelings, and that told me that I was ready to jump back into making myself that much healthier, that much more active. And like I said, I've always been active, done a lot of outdoor activities, but I felt like I had the energy to really get back into doing that and to start cooking again for myself. Because man, when you're depressed and it's time to eat, it can be really hard to get the energy to take care of yourself. And I'm talking of someone who just had kind of a depressive moment in time, not a major depressive disorder or anything like that. My grandmother had some mental health issues which she addressed before I was born, or shortly after I was born. But she recognized that in herself and she took care of it. And I didn't realize this until maybe a year or two ago when my mom mentioned it. So maybe it's a genetic thing. Maybe I do have something, but no diagnosis. But once I got that new job, like everything turned around. So I think it's more of a depressive moment. My mom always said I was kind of the moody kid of all of us, and I had a great childhood, so that must be saying something. My stay in my room and read my D&D manuals and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I was coming from. No mental disorders, no eating disorders. It's just anyone, if you have a bad time or if you just like eating, get bored, it can be very easy to get to where I was, 326. So if you're looking to lose weight and you're not sure where to start, the best thing to do is examine your life. What are you doing in your free time? Do you have hobbies? Are you just sitting in front of the TV? Get yourself a hobby. Do something with your hands. Do block printing. Do knitting, reading, any activity where you're out and about. But when you're at home, find something that engages you. Video games, even if you're sitting in your butt, your hands are still occupied. Learn how to make something. I like painting Warhammer miniatures. I enjoy doing lino prints. I enjoy drawing, painting. So the weight loss process is just as big a mental one as it is physical. If you think you have an eating disorder of some sort, seek help for it. Just talk to someone. Have someone hold you accountable. You need support, but you also need someone to call you out if you're not staying on track. And you're not always going to stay on track. No one always stays on track. But you can try your hardest. And if you stumble, get back up, do it again. It's not a straightforward journey. I've lost weight, I've gained weight, and I'm losing weight again. And hopefully this will be the time. Engage yourself, learn something, teach yourself something, take a walk, learn a new skill. You'll find that your brain's distracted. You're not going to be thinking about food 24/7, and food will become a third or fourth thing that you reach for. I can jump on Final Fantasy and play my Rogan. I can paint some models, read some books, make some art. Do that. Find something else that you love, that you enjoy, and you can turn to when things get hard. That's gonna wrap this one up. I hope your next first step is a great one. I hope that you find the support that you need, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.